Introducing the Club WPT Gold 5 million free roll passport. Just look at it. This is your ticket to the most anticipated poker tournament of the year. Only 2,000 exist. Not 2001, not 2002, only 2,000. And today, I'm giving away 3. Simply sign up at clubwptgold.com and use promo code YouTube and you're in. Wow, 5 million free roll.
So here we go, the final table of the Legend of Poker about to get underway. And ironically, we've got one 21-year-old at the table this tournament, and the other 5 guys are all over 30, something we don't see often anymore.
Okay, the antes are going to start at 3,000. Blinds 12 and 24,000. Action's going to Todd Terry from Hoboken, New Jersey, 35 years old. He's an Ivy League math guy, now playing poker.
Also a former lawyer, very educated guy, went to Harvard and then law school.
Quickly folds Kevin Schaffel out. And now, young man from Malibu, Prahlad Friedman.
Yeah, your neighbor, Vinny.
Yeah. He's going to fold that hand.
I can't pick up my cards.
Well, this is Mike Krescanko. He's a long-time poker veteran, been around for over 20 years. I played a lot of poker with this guy. He's primarily a limit poker player and a high-low split player, but here he is, the no-limit WPT final table.
Very exciting. He's got Queen 10. He's going to bump it up 58,000 to go. Toto, local professional out of LA, quickly folding his hand.
Oh, but the 21-year-old has picked up big slick in the big blind. He's got ace king. I just can't imagine with his chip stack, he's not going to be coming over the top right here. He's starting out in 5th chip position.
Yep. Calls himself King Kobe MVP online. That's his nickname. Loves Kobe Bryant. And he's got to love this hand. Big slick on hand number 1.
He'll be changing that name to King Sam if he wins this tournament.
All right, he's going to re-raise. Makes it 206,000. Back on Mike Krescanko.
Sam starting his final table with about 740,000 in chips. Mike starting with about 1.2 million.
We got another 5 behind, Sam. Yep.
How can you not know, Vince? He just wants to hear him talk.
Oh, yeah.
Just wants to hear the guy chatter in case his voice cracks a little. But on the first hand of the night, it's impossible not to know how many chips each opponent has.
How much more is it?
You know you're going to do at least that much homework to find out who's got what amount of chips and who can bust you.
Hey, look at that look on Mike's face. Like he just got stuck with a cow prod. You know, it's a deer in the headlights. It's a cow prod on your side. It just doesn't feel good.
Well, the truth is, it's just a matter if Mike's in a gambling mood or not. Wants to take a flop with this Queen 10.
Ooh,
he does make the call, so here we go.
Big pot.
Good action on hand number 1. We got a young pro going up against an old pro here.
A little surprising. Here's the flop.
Oh, what a flop for Mike. He's out in front now with 2 queens as it comes. Queen 8-5.
Action on Sam Stein, though, first.
Well, this could spell doom for the youngster.
340,000.
Well, he's going to bet 340,000. Mike quickly goes all in and is called by the ace-king. Sam sort of pot committed here. And on deal number 1, the 21-year-old could be out of here, Vince.
Behind. Call with Queen 10.
Man, big slick could be backfiring in a big way.
Well, as the cards lie right now, Mike Krescanko about a 70% favorite to win this pot.
Well, the 21-year-old wondering how he could call a raise with a Queen 10 off to start with, but it's not over. He's looking for an ace or a king or 2 cards to make a straight, but right now, the youngster in trouble. Hand number 1, we could have a casualty.
Oh, he's got some hope there.
Turn card is a 7 of diamonds. Well, this gives Sam a flush draw, as well as the 2 overcards. If he doesn't catch an ace, king, or diamond, he's gone, but he's done it. The jack of diamonds comes on the river. So once again, Lady Luck shining on the youngster, the 21-year-old, catching it flush on the river to stay alive at this final table. And that is tough luck for Mike Krescanko. He is now in 6th place in chip position.
Only get in with the best of it, boys.
Oh, man, complete pandemonium here at the bike.
Such an easy game.
You run pretty good, kid.
Wow.
Stay with us.
Maybe I'm crazy.
Well, action's on Kevin right here. Looks down at an ace-8 offsuit. He's under the gun, meaning he's first to act. Tell you what impresses me about Kevin is the guy's a scratch golfer.
Well, Kevin's going to raise it, makes it 60,000 into the Prahlad, and he's got a big hand, big slick, ace king.
Well, we just saw Sam Stein do very well with his ace king. He doubled up with it in the last pot. Let's see what happens to Prahlad here. There's Dee Friedman. That's Prahlad's wife. She is quite a poker player herself.
Prahlad looks like he's getting more chips out with his ace king. Yes, he is going to make it a clean 200,000 to go.
That comes right over the top with the ace king, just as we saw Sam Stein do in the previous pot.
Krescanko and Toto both out. Sam Stein not going to call. Ivy Leaguer math guy also out. So back around to Schaffel. No, he won't play.
So your neighbor takes down the pot there, Benny.
Prahlad Friedman taking that pot down. No fight.
Brings a smile to Dee's face.
Okay, and just like that, the price of poker is going up. $5,000 ante, and the blinds will be 15 and 30,000.
So that's 75,000 a round it costs you to play now. So all those guys that try to sit back and wait for aces and kings, their stack will get dwindled down. You got to mix it up and play if you want to win these WPT titles.
Action going to Toto Leonidas, the longtime pro out of LA. Originally out of the Philippines, he quickly folds his hand. Sam Stein now also folding.
Around to the former lawyer, Todd Terry. He goes out.
Kevin out. Back around to Prahlad Friedman.
Well, the battle of the blinds, and look at this. Prahlad picks up 2 kings in a small blind. We just saw him pick up ace king in the last pot. Another monster right here.
Oh, the hippie could start to do a moon dance after seeing that hand, and he's going to raise it up.
Makes it 65,000 to go.
And Mike Krescanko, he has a big hand as well. Ace queen, he says all in.
Well, this is a standard play by Mike, no question about it.
Quick call by Prahlad, of course, with the kings.
Well, you see the disgusted look in Mike's face as he sees a small blind picked up 2 kings. He's saying, what is going on here?
You certainly can't blame Mike for going all in here with ace queen out of the big blind. He's only got about 500 in chips. You pick up a hand like that against a small blind, you're going to play it.
What can I do? I'm not going to lay that down. Anyone laying that down? No one in the world. It's kind of hard to lay that down, isn't it?
Well, Mike said up front he didn't care whether it came in first or sixth. Doesn't care about the money. I think he's going to start caring about the money. Kings up against ace queen early on here.
Well, it's not over yet, though. Mike can obviously catch an ace.
Let's both make a flush in spades.
Or make some kind of flush or straight to win this pot, but let's see what happens. Oh, a king right in the door, as we say. Some king 9 deuce. Unbelievable.
Well, Mike's got to hit 2 running cards to make it straight. It's all he can win with. Must catch a 10 and a jack. Nothing else will do.
The 20-year poker pro is going to be taking that drive back to Arizona here very shortly as the queen comes up on the turn. That's going to do it. This wasn't meant to be for Mike today. That's obvious. Got very unlucky on the first hand. Ran into a big dude right here. Mike Krescanko out in 6th place.
Yeah, dire times for him as he walks away into the darkness of the Bicycle Casino. Picks up $89,000.
Thanks. Every now and then I get it.
Well played, sir.
You know, they said you were a tricky player, but I really mean it now. They really mean it.
We were all rooting for you, though.
I could feel it.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. 5 players continue here at the bike for that first place prize for over $1 million.
And folks, you may not recognize the faces of these players at this table, but if you watch the poker that's being played here, you're seeing some top-notch poker. Believe me, these guys have game.
Well, we know them. They're secret geniuses in the poker world, and now they want to become legends in the legends of poker here at the bike.
Well, one of them is going to become a legend champion, to go along with the lights of guys like Doyle Brunson, who won this event. So certainly a lot on the line for these guys, to say nothing of the $1 million first place prize.
All right, to the felt we go. Sam Stein quickly folding his hand. Todd Terry from Hoboken, New Jersey. With a little wired pair of 3s says, how much you got there, Toto?
300. That's 75.
He's got about 5% of the chips, not very much.
Yeah.
Pick on the dog when he's down. How about that?
Toto Leonidas, normally a very aggressive poker player when he plays in the cash games, but Here at the tournament, when you're on a short stack like this, you just got to wait for a hand and get your chips in there. It's on Todd Terry, one of those guys who got 2 first names. He's also got a law degree and graduated from Harvard with an applied mathematics degree. So this guy definitely one of the smarter poker players out there. He's going to lay it down, though. Todd Terry laying down the small pair.
And Kevin Schaffel with his favorite hand, Jack 10.
And he bet 75,000 on the button.
Prahlad going out. And Toto in the big blind has a king queen.
Well, he's been waiting for a hand to get his chips in with, Vince. I believe this is the one he's going to go with.
All in.
Toto has done it. He's pulled the trigger for 400,000. He's moved all in.
405,000 total.
Yeah, 405.
Well, this is why Todd Terry earlier on was saying, Toto, how much you got? Because he has 3s. He's thinking to himself, can I push him out? Is it just going to be a race? What's going on? So he made a wise mathematic fold right there.
That's still a lot of chips.
Well, Kevin Schaffel is the chip leader. He can well afford to make this call.
I know.
It's going to cost him another 330,000 to do so. But you have to play 2 scenarios in your mind. Number 1, do you really want to double up a tough player like Toto? But number 2, you've got chips to gamble with. If you get lucky, win the pot, you can eliminate another player.
And number 3, he's got prison duties to do.
Well, he gives Toto respect. He lays his hand down. So Toto Leonidas, top-notch pro player, taking down his first pot at this final table.
He talked me out of it. A lot of chips.
It's amazing how when you win a pot, Vince, when you're on a short stack, you start smiling and laughing.
Toto Leonidas taking his first pot here tonight.
I don't bluff, guys.
Well, he's a former casino employee. He used to be a bartender and a food server at the casinos, but he's also a great player, a lot of experience, and Toto shows it there.
Well, Vince, you got to admire guys that worked in casinos as bartenders and waiters and now play in big cash games like Toto does.
Yeah.
Plays in a lot of events out here on the World Poker Tour. Good to see him at a final table.
Yeah, going after over $1 million here tonight. Cards are being dealt once again, and the blinds are going up to 20 and 40 now. Action going to the man from Malibu, Prahlad Friedman.
Gets down to the Jack 5 offsuit and folds.
Yep, and now Toto also going out. Sam Stein, the 21-year-old, also out. And now we're back around to Todd Terry.
And once again, it's a battle of the blinds. We've seen a lot of that so far at this final table. And he's going to limp in and call with the 8-6. But look at this right behind him. Kevin Schaffel's picked up 2 kings. He caps his card with the dog and checks, Vince. He is slow playing the 2 kings.
Yes, he is.
Camouflaging the strength of his hand. Big time here.
All right, here's the flop. It is 10-6-3. Todd gets a piece of that, and there goes the Hollywood pinky wrap.
Well, he checks middle pair. A little surprised by that. Kevin with the overpair is now going to make a bet. 70,000.
It's just me, his hand's starting to look like ET's.
Well, it looks like you got piano hands to me, Vince. You try tapping your finger like that without the other fingers moving. It's not easy.
All right, well, he's making a call. He could get into trouble here. 10 on the turn, pairs the board.
Well, again, Todd checks. Even though there's a possibility your opponent might have 3 10s, if you're sitting in Kevin's seat, you don't think so, because you believe a guy would have come back over the top of you if he'd have flopped top pair. What you're fearful about is you got some kind of straight draw or some kind of flush draw here. So you don't want to give him a free card, so that's why you would bet 2 kings. 150,000. Todd, of course, has got second pair, thinks he might have the best hand, so he's going to make the call.
Yep, down to the river. Todd needs to get lucky. What will happen?
Oh, he's caught a 6, Vince. That's
lucky.
the only card he could win this pot with, and it peels right off of there on the river. Unbelievable. And again, he checks. Now, you don't know if he's checking for the check raise or if he's fearful that his opponent's got a 10 in his hand for 10s full. Well, Kevin's going to bet 200,000.
Look at this, Todd Terry looking disgusted. He might think his opponent had top pair, has a 10.
Well, obviously, that's what he thinks. He's gone into slump mode here, which is shocking to me. Now, I can't believe he was going to take this long. His opponent's only bet 200,000. You're never, ever, ever going to throw this hand away in this spot, Vince. If the guy's got tens full, he's just got it, you're going to call. Maybe he's thinking about coming over the top with the sixes full.
No, impossible. That would be impossible. You can't get called unless you're beat. So that won't happen. But, you know, you give a man can whine at the poker table a little bit. You know, get the violin out.
I'll tell you who's going to be whining here when this pot's over. That's going to be Kevin. Because as long as Todd has taken call this bet, right now Kevin's saying to himself, please call me.
Yeah.
He thinks he's got the best hand with two kings. When he turns this hand up and loses, he's going to be shocked, I promise you. And there's the slow roll. The six is full, and you see the expression on Kevin's face. What could take you so long to call with that hand? I can't believe it. Guy's winding me up here, I guess.
Kevin taking it back right there. Todd Terry taking down a big pot.
Kevin slow played the two kings. It came back to bite him, but still, I think the slow roll aggravated him just as much, if not more. We are at the legendary Bicycle Casino for the Legends of Poker, one of the premier poker events in the world.
Well, it's a dead heat for first between Kevin and Prahlad with about 2.6 million in chips.
Here we got two chip co-leaders and two co-chip short stacks. One of these five guys going to take down $1 million and a coveted WPT title tonight.
Okay, to the felt we go. Actions on Todd Terry, the 35-year-old former lawyer from Hoboken, New Jersey, as he quickly folds. Kevin Schaffel, our chip leader at this point, has picked up a pair of sevens.
Yep, he's got the two walking sticks. He's going to walk a little raise into this pot, makes it 150,000 to go.
Now Prahlad with the suited connector, 9-8 of spades.
Well, you certainly like to see flops with that kind of hand. But do you want to call the chip leader?
No, he does not. Toto out, and now Sam Stein. Well, he's got a pretty decent king-queen. Doesn't have that many chips left.
I'm all in.
And there he goes. He's going to push all in.
He's moved all in for about 750,000 here.
Back on the prison guard, Kevin Schaffel.
Yeah, going to cost him another 600,000 or so to make this call. Well, he does make the call. You can't blame him for doing that. We've got a race situation. It's the under pair versus the two overcards. And actually, Sam Stein, the youngster, is not that disappointed in this. He needs to try to get a hold of some chips, so why not race for some? Well, Sam's got king, queen. Kevin has two sevens. We've got the classic race, the two overcards versus the under pair. And folks, if you want to win WPT titles, or any other tournament for that matter, you gotta win these races. Who's gonna get lucky and win this one?
Sam's mom in the audience, sweating her young man. And here's the flop.
Oh, a seven right in the door. Kevin has hit the slot machine. Well, there's no cards that Sam Stein can win his pot with. He's drawn dead on the flop. He knows it, shakes his hand. An amazing flop for Kevin Schaffel there. He is going to eliminate a player and increase his chip lead.
Feeling out the cards, irrelevant right now.
Nice call.
So that's going to do it for the 21-year-old Sam Stein from Hidden Hills, California. He'll be our fifth place finisher.
He plays really strong poker. He finishes fifth. He is going to pick up $116,000 for his efforts. And just like that, we are down to 4 players. We are back at the Bicycle Casino in Los Angeles for the Legends of Poker. 4 players remain right now.
Right now, the happiest guy at the table is Toto Leonidas. He started this final table on a short stack, has been on a short stack ever since, yet 2 players are gone, and he's moved up to at least 4th place. When that happens, you're feeling good.
As you can see, Kevin Schaffel, he's the chip leader with close to 3.5 million in chips right now. Let's go to the table. He's got a pair of 10s.
Picks up another hand here.
Born and raised in Miami, and now he's going to bet 150,000.
That's right now. He's playing under par at this final table. Doing very well. Tournament leader.
Prahlad going out with ace high. Oh, Incredible. Toto's got a huge hand here. Pair of kings.
Wow. Well, this is what he's been waiting for, Vince. Right now he's a happy camper because he started this final table in 6th place on the short stack, has constantly been on the short stack, yet 2 other players have been eliminated.
I'm all in.
There he goes.
Well, he's going all in. He's certainly going to be called for sure by Kevin.
Yep. And Kevin does make the call, of course.
Well, there you go. Toto Leonidas in great shape to double up here against the chip leader. Both players have a legitimate hand. Nobody going to throw one of these hands away. Just unfortunate for Kevin that he's found Toto with 2 kings.
Here's the flop. Kings up against 10s. First 3.
Now flop comes Jack, 3 deuce.
Kings safe so far.
So far, so good for Toto. Out in front with the 2 kings.
Comes the turn card.
4 comes off on the turn.
Also good for Toto.
Kevin's going to have to catch a 10 to eliminate Toto from this tournament. And a 4 comes off. So Toto pumps the fist. He's doubled up. And Vince, they better be careful. He can be very dangerous.
Nice hand.
Thanks, man.
Well, the legend of Toto is building. He has a shot at this $1 million first place prize, as well as these other guys.
Introducing the Club WPT Gold 5 million free roll passport. Just look at it. This is your ticket to the most anticipated poker tournament of the year. Only 2,000 exist. Not 2001, not 2002, only 2,000. And today, I'm giving away 3. Simply sign up at clubwptgold.com and use promo code YouTube and you're in. Wow, 5 million free roll.
I've only got about 10 big blinds here, and you pick up a hand like ace-5 of diamonds, you're almost forced and committed to put them all out there.
I'm all in.
Toto doing just that. He understands he's still got just enough chips to frighten opponents away with marginal hands.
You're right, ace-5 of diamonds. He is plunged ahead. Math guy Todd Terry going out. Chip leader Kevin won't play an 8-5.
Round of big blind. Prahlad Friedman. Now this is a hand that you're going to contemplate possibly playing. He's got King Jack. He knows there's a chance that he could have the best hand right here.
How much is it? It's almost...
Because Toto might be making some kind of move with a 7-8 suited. Even a Queen 10 suited. Possibly a pair of deuces where he'd be in a race.
Got anything?
There's many possibilities.
I think you're drawing dead.
Drawing dead?
Yeah.
That gets a chuckle out of everybody because you're never drawn dead before the flop with any 2 cards, and it doesn't matter what your opponent has.
Prahlad trying to make him talk. And what a response he gets.
Well, every decision critical for these guys now because they are all one step closer to taking down this coveted championship.
No harm, no foul.
Boy, throwing it all out there.
A nice little phrase, though, isn't it, Vince?
Look at that. I'm going to start using that. No harm, no foul. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, write that down. It works.
Smile, and then they fold. Ah, boy.
Ah, I got the big hand this time.
I'm learning things here, Mike.
Yeah, did he?
Yeah.
10s? Ace King?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Nice hand, Toto.
something not nearly as good as
Thanks.
that.
What do you have?
King Jack.
Wow.
Well, we are down to the final 4 players. Winner tonight gets $1 million, plus that coveted Tiffany's WPT Champions bracelet. The fame, the fortune, potential endorsement deals. So much on the line at every WPT event at these final tables. Capturing a WPT title could be worth a lot more than the $1 million that you get here tonight.
You know, you've only made one
That is for
raise in
sure.
the last 14 hours I've played with you, other than all in.
All right, the chip leader now is
Every raise, like
critiquing Toto.
22 times it's all in, and once you raise when you chipped up a little bit ago and you made a raise.
Kevin pointing out that he plays a little bit about the all-in man on the World Poker Tour, Hoyt Corkins.
He's played a good short stack.
That is true.
It's 80 now, Toto.
Oh,
Yeah, we got to dwindle you down somehow.
All right, back to this hand. Action's going to go to Todd Terry.
He looks down at 7-8. Blinds are 40 and 80,000 at the moment.
Todd won't play that. And now the chip leader has picked up a pretty good hand, ace-jack.
Well, definitely going to play this on the button, no question about it. The dog comes down. He caps his cards with that little doggy. So when that goes in the cards, he's going to play the pot, and indeed he is. He raises it to 200,000.
And Mr. Malibu going out, and now it's around to Toto again.
Oh, look at this, the same hand he had a minute ago that he just moved all in with. The ace-5 of diamonds comes right back and picks it up again. The question is, what's he going to do with it?
I'm all in.
That's what he's going to do.
Oh, here we go. He's going for it right here. It worked for him last time. Well, Kevin has called him, so Kevin well out in front with ace-jack against ace-5.
Toto completely deflated.
Kevin pumps the fist. He knows he's in great shape to eliminate yet another player at this final table. And here we go. Toto must win this pot to stay alive in this tournament.
Toto has been struggling all night, building up the short stack, but it could all be going away right now. Toto needs the luck. Can he get it? Here's the flop.
And flop comes Jack 9-8 with 2 diamonds. Kevin pumps his fist because he flopped top pair, but he didn't recognize that Toto has a flush draw. So we have got a good sweat here. Toto looking for a diamond to make a flush. And hits it. How do you do that? Toto, you're not in Kansas anymore, my friend. He is right back in this thing with a draw out on the turn.
Oh, doing the Toto dance. Oh boy, and they're chanting here in LA.
Well, he's got some fans. Looks like half the Philippines is here to root him in tonight.
Wow.
Well, is this destiny for Toto? Huge double up for him. 4 players remain. Stay with us as we return on the World Poker Tour.
We're here for a while.
Calm, cool, composed attitude at the poker table, even when you take bad beats or work long hours and lose money, as he was talking about doing.
Yep.
This hand, he looks right down and picks up ace-king.
There you go.
Here he comes in for 200,000.
Next to act is Toto, and with the button, he's got a big hand also, ace-9 of clubs.
Well, we saw Toto go all in with the ace-5 of diamonds a couple times in a row. Let's see what he's going to do with the ace-9 of clubs.
This could be devastation.
Oh, boy, he doesn't know it, but right now he's tiptoeing through a minefield. You better be real careful.
Easy, Toto. Easy.
He could implode.
Toto very gutsy here tonight, but he's good restraint. He's just calling.
Well, he does just call here, but doesn't move all in. That was good for him.
Math man Todd Terry going out. And Kevin gets away from that. So we have an interesting battle going on here. Ace-king up against ace-9. Here's the flop.
Oh, what a flop. It's come king-6 deuce with 2 clubs.
Prahlad hitting top pair ace kicker and a 4 flush for Toto.
Well, I'll be very shocked if all the chips don't get in right here, right now.
Prahlad putting out, looks like 350 grand.
I'm all in.
Oh,
yeah, you can't get away from that. He's gone all in.
The standard play, quickly called by Prahlad.
Wow, you get the best hand.
So here we go. Once again, Toto in a position where he needs to make a flush to win the pot. He did it a minute ago against Kevin. Can he do it again?
Yeah, Toto absolutely shocked. He says, "You call?" I'm sure he calls. Top pair, big kicker. It's sweat time here at the bike.
Toto trying to stay alive here.
Well, the money has gone in. Toto needs some luck. Can he do it again? Stay with us. We're coming back with the conclusion of his hand in just a moment here on the World Poker Tour. Back to the World Poker Tour. Well, the money has gone in. The crowd is on its feet. Toto needs some luck. Will he get it? He's up against Prahlad's ace-king. Let's see what happens.
Well, we've got the nut flush versus top pair and top kicker. As the cards lie, Prahlad about a 70% favorite to win this pot. He's got to dodge a club or 2 running 9s. Let's see if he can do it. We saw Toto stay alive by catching a flush a moment ago when he outdrew Kevin. Can he do it again?
Not there. He does a jack of spades on the turn.
So we are down to the river. The only way Toto can win this pot is to make a flush on the river. Toto must
must catch a club to stay alive in this tournament. He needs a club. Can he catch one? No, deuce of spade comes off. So that's going to do it for Toto Leonidas, the top pro out of LA, out tonight in 4th place.
Oh, so close to becoming a legend. But it's not to be for Toto. He'll take home $144,000, and right now, Prahlad Friedman is our new chip leader. We are down to 3 players here on the World Poker Tour. Stay with us. We're coming back with more exciting action from the WPT.
All right, time for you guys to double me up so I can start playing some poker. We can have some fun.
Well, there you see the chip counts as they stand and the prize money that's at stake here. I mean, the first place prize gets over $1 million. The guy who goes out next gets $230,000. So we're talking about an $800,000 difference between the guy who goes out next and the guy who wins. Big money on the line.
Started out with 279 players here in LA, down to these 3. And look at this, Prahlad Friedman opening up his game with just a 4 deuce. He's going to raise to 200,000. But Todd Terry behind him has said all in. Todd's got king, queen.
Kevin and Prahlad quickly evacuate the premises here. So the math whiz out of Harvard taking down that pot. Todd Terry from Hoboken, New Jersey. Been a professional for 2.5 years. Former lawyer. Also graduated from Harvard with an applied mathematics degree.
Well, he better win this then.
Well, Vince, I'll tell you, when you've got all those educational degrees and you decide to play poker for a living, that's sort of like saying that you're doing it my way. Just like another guy from Hoboken, Frank Sinatra.
That is true. All right, back to this hand.
Big hand here.
Kevin quickly folding now. Prahlad with a quality hand. Ace, queen of clubs. And he's put the chips out there, going to 200,000.
Todd Terry's picked up a pair of 4s.
I'm all in.
And he's gone all in over the top again. He's quickly been called by Prahlad, however. So here we go. Todd out in front with the 2 4s, but the classic race situation. The 2 overcards versus the under pair. If you want to win poker tournaments, you got to win these races, whatever side you've got. Who's going to get lucky here? Here comes the flop.
Will the math pay off for Todd?
Queen right on the flop. Come queen, jack, 6.
Just amazing. What a flop there for Prahlad.
No diamond.
Well, the math whiz doesn't need a slide rule for this. He knows he's got to catch a 4 to win the pot. A king comes off on the turn. We are down to the river. Todd Terry must catch a 4 to stay alive in this tournament.
Doesn't do it.
King comes off. Back to the library for the intellect. Todd Terry out in 3rd place tonight.
Yeah, king on the river. Very mathematical poker player. Big performance here tonight. Going to take home $231,000. So with that, we have 2 players going after this title.
Well, the beautiful babes from the Bicycle Casino putting the cash on the table. And folks, that's about $1.5 million that these 2 players are going to split up between themselves. As well as all that cash, they're putting out the beautiful customized Champions bracelet.
Why are you sending them away?
We are down to 2 players right here in LA. Heads up action about to begin here on the World Poker Tour. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Why are you sending them away? I don't get that. We got plenty of seats here for them.
Introducing the Club WPT Gold 5 million free roll passport. Just look at it. This is your ticket to the most anticipated poker tournament of the year. Only 2,000 exist. Not 2001, not 2002, only 2,000. And today, I'm giving away 3. Simply sign up at clubwptgold.com and use promo code YouTube and you're in. Wow, 5 million free roll.
Very exciting.
Well, we started 5 days ago with 279 players. We are down to 2. They're about dead even in chip count. First place tonight, over $1 million.
Which one of these gentlemen is going to become the new legend to join the likes of the great Doyle Brunson and Dan Harrington, among others? Let's go to the felt. Action on Kevin Schaffel. And this time Kevin with an 8-7. He's going to limp in.
And Prahlad's picked up a nice hand here.
Yeah, very nice hand. Wired 10s.
300 total.
And he's going to raise it.
Yep, it's a $200,000 raise. Makes it $300,000 to go. Well, Kevin wants to see a flop here. He also wants to send a message that just because I limp in and you raise doesn't mean I'm folding every time.
All right, 8-7 up against 10s. Here's our flop.
The flop comes 6-4 deuce with 2 spades.
10 still out in front, but Kevin does have an inside straight draw.
He does, but when you've got 2 10s, you're happy to see this flop, believe me.
You know, I was going to bet $500,000 into Kevin.
Does Kevin want to gamble with the gut shot straight draw? The answer is no. So Prahlad increases his chip lead.
Prahlad, a great player. He's different from most poker players, I'll give you that. His own little hippie lifestyle seems to be working here.
So both players playing fairly aggressive in this heads-up battle events. Pretty impressive play by both of them thus far. Both these guys savvy poker veterans. They've both been under the bright lights before. Prahlad is a bracelet winner from the World Series of Poker. Kevin Schaffel made the famed November 9 in 2009 when he made the final table of the main event of the World Series of Poker. So certainly both of these guys have been in big-time pressure situation and big-time events before and performed very well. Both going for their first WPT title tonight.
Well, he has a big shot with this hand. He's picked up ace-queen here. A quality hand. Well, he's going to play the sneaky Mike. He's just called it.
He's giving Kevin a free flop to possibly beat him.
Kevin with 9-5. Obviously not going to raise, so here we go. Let's see if he can get lucky.
Flop comes queen, 3 deuce. A nice flop for Prahlad. Top pair, top kicker.
Oh, just a thing of beauty. Kevin getting none of that, and he checks it. And no more trapping here. He's going to bet the top pair. Looks like 200,000.
Well, Kevin with nothing gets out of the way here. So Prahlad continuing to increase his chip stack. Vince, in fairness, at this final table, you have to say Prahlad has caught the most cards. Certainly played well, no question about that, but boy, does it help to catch cards, especially at these WPT final tables.
This could be his time, so to speak, but right now it is time for the blinds to go up to 60,000 and 120. More expensive to play poker here.
Well, Kevin has the button. He's first to act. He picks up Kojak. He's got the King Jack. Pretty good hand in a heads-up situation.
Yeah, he's going to apply some pressure. He's going to make it 300,000, it looks like.
Again, Prahlad picks up ace-queen.
Oh, man.
Now, last time he just limped in with it. That's a different scenario, though, because his opponents raised it on the button this time.
800
This could
total.
be a big opportunity, and Prahlad is not going to waste it. He's going to raise it to 800,000 to go.
It's a $500,000 raise.
And now it's back on Kevin.
Well, if he makes the call, he'll still have $3 million left or so to play with. I want to see a flop with this hand. May want to just lay it down, but tough to lay these kind of hands down playing heads up.
I'm all in.
He's going to go all in here with the King Jack.
That is a big raise, close to $3 million in addition.
Well, there's some of Kevin's golfing buddies. Kevin, the scratch golfer here, has just sliced one perhaps out of bounds if he gets called. He is going all in here. Prahlad with an ace-queen, a premium heads-up hand.
I call.
He's made the call.
Reluctantly.
Well, he has made it. You're always nervous with it.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, Kevin says that should have been easy,
Ace queen.
and he doesn't like it. Ace-queen up against King Jack for all the marbles.
Well, Prahlad's people well understand that if he wins this pot, he'll be the champion here and take home that $1 million.
So Prahlad all smiles for making that call. He's the favorite to win this hand and take this title right here, right now.
What a call he has made. The title on the line. His wife and friends rooting him on. They can sense the urgency right now.
Come on, doggy.
Oh, the little doggy on the table.
And there's Kevin's golfing buddies holding their breath right now. They know their man. He's got to get out from behind the rough and behind the trees to win this putt.
5 cards to come. Here's the first 3.
And flop comes 10-3 deuce. So Kevin's going to have to catch a king or a jack or 2 running cards to make a straight. Otherwise, Prahlad Friedman will be our champion. 4 diamonds on the turn.
Yeah, not good for Kevin. 4 diamonds, also good for Prahlad. He is 1 card away from the championship.
So we are down to the river. Kevin must catch a king or a jack, or this tournament is history.
Oh boy, we'll have a new WPT Poker Made Millionaire. It's
That's a
over!
9. So there it is. Prahlad Friedman from Malibu, California is our champion.
What a tremendous effort as he goes to his friends. The vegetarian champion says, tofu for everyone.